Hello villain lovers, and welcome to a new edition of Classic Villains. Today we'll be taking a closer look at the villain, Freddy Krueger. But before we start, let's make sure you knows how much you appreciate this content by clicking the like button and also subscribing to see more new villains you love. Also, don't forget to click the little bell icon to receive notifications anytime we release a brand new villain. Let's begin. Classic villain. Freddy Krueger is the first Nightmare Man, a demonic offspring of Wolverine and a rundown session guitarist for a rock band. This beast has been the literal face of horror since he first fingered his way onto movie screens in A Nightmare on Elm Street back in 1984. He wears a sweater similar to Dennis the Menace, a Coachella trilby, and the flayed complexion of a newly not warmed all the way pizza. Amanda Krueger, Freddy Krueger's mom, worked as a nurse at the state hospital. Amanda was unintentionally locked inside an asylum room with 100 convicts when counting the detainees before the Christmas holiday lockdown. She was battered, raped, and pregnant when everyone found her. Freddy was raised from infancy by a succession of murderers, rapists, and arsonists before being adopted at a young age by a lonely old pimp who hoped the strange-looking boy would someday make himself useful by luring curious drunks into the filthy alley where his disease-ridden whores earned their meager pay. When the old man caught his adopted son using the services of one of his workers, he would express his anger by thrashing the child nearly unconscious with a razor strop. It didn't take long for Freddy to associate sexual pleasure with the inflicting of pain. As a child, Freddy was tormented by other children, driving him further insane. The other school kids often referred to him as the son of 100 maniacs. Freddy was an easy target for bullies and was often alone on the playground. He took pleasure in torturing small animals like mice and hamsters. Life at home wasn't the easiest, especially with his often drunk and abusive father. Freddy eventually snapped and stopped feeling pain. He was 18 when he murdered his father. Krueger then wandered from town to town as a nomad until he stumbled into Springwood, where he passed out drunk in an alleyway near an elementary school and was awoken by 5 boys laughing and spitting on him, which he snatched one of the boys by the pant leg, while the other 4 boys fled in fear. He smashed his beer bottle on the boy's head and then carved 4 cuts on the boy's exposed belly with his stepfather's switchblade, as he wanted to kill them all, but only had one, which only inspired him to become the Springwood Slasher, robbing perfectly good children of their future. Freddy looked for work for the first time in his life, and he soon found one servicing the boiler in the old generating plant on the outskirts of town. The work was simple enough, and it gave Freddy plenty of time to focus on his actual calling. He quickly realized that his old straight razor was insufficient for the necessary devoted job. Freddy spent a long time in the machine shop, crafting the lethal tool he would need to complete his task. Designing and then building the special glove with its 4 deadly finger blades was one of the happiest hours of his life. Krueger's reign of terror as the Springwood Slasher would last until 1973, when he was apprehended by authorities after murdering 20 people by this point. Fred's lawyers discovered an error in the search warrants in the trial. Krueger was forced to be released on the spot by the judge. When the judge lets him go, the slain youngsters, friends, and family took matters into their own hands by burning him alive in his boiler room lair. While his whole place was burning down around him, 3 dream demons offered him the chance of another life in the fear and dream of teenagers for eternity. Then the real fun began, and every time Freddy is about to appear, 3 girls and a boy show up jumping rope, probably his first few victims, and singing 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. 7, 8, gonna stay up late. 9, 10, ever sleep again. While his victim was dreaming, Freddy could influence and manipulate their dreams to his desire. Any physical injury done to someone in a dream would become a reality and follow them into their real lives. With this capacity, he easily conducted countless murders, which is why he has wounded and killed numerous individuals. Freddy continuously manipulates his victims' looks and settings, which frequently resemble their real-world residents. His abilities grew in proportion to the number of children who believed he existed. In his prime, he was capable of causing significant damage in the actual world. This is the end of classic villains, Freddy Krueger. Leave a comment about this villain, and let us know which other villain you would like to see. Villain you next time.